So this is my de-nibbing setup. It's got the Merkur blade. I use that just to take the top off the little bit of dirt or fluff that's in the panel, the de-nib. Some 3M 2000 wet and dry, and a Merkur block, which I'll show you more in the video, but that's on one side, the black side is hard, and that's nice and soft and spongy. I've got a Chicago pneumatic polisher, and then with the Threckler wool mop head on there, and then the Threckler G360. Those are my piece of kit, and you'll see those being used shortly. So I want to show you how I have to do a de-nib. It's quite tricky for me to show you. There's the little de-nib. I don't know if you can just catch them in the light. Not really, but there's two little sections there. So sometimes I'll use the Merkur Shark tool. And what I'll do with this is just use that just to take the top off. So hopefully in a minute you'll see it. So just slide it across there at a bit of an angle. In most cases, you won't need to sand it actually with any wet and dry, because this takes it off well enough. So you can see there, hopefully you can see in the picture, can you see where it's, there we go. See where it's flattening off a bit? There's a little one next to it that I'm just going to take off. Right. So, I don't want to go too much further with that. What I'll do now is a little bit of wet and dry 2000. This is the Merkur sanding block. This side is soft and this side is hard and rigid. And it's the hard and rigid side I'm going to use. A little bit of water. Just take that final top off. You don't want to work it too much. You can get little rose buds to do this with. I don't have them. I did have them, but I don't anymore. I just use a bit of wet and dry. So there you go. So the final stages to the de-nibbing, I've just sort of de-nibbed with the Merkur Shark blade and a bit of wet and dry 2000, is cutting it back up, bringing it up to shine. So I always use them Threckler G360. I love this compound, it's easy. It'll take it from 1500 to 2000 light scratches up to a polished finish in one step. I always use the wool foam backed mop head. It just cuts quickly. You don't need a lot of product, only about a pea-sized drop for something like this. And it's literally a 30 to 45 second cut. Give it a wipe down and that's it. Now you can just stop at this stage if you wanted to, as you'll see in this finish. But if you're working on darker cars, they always recommend you use their G360 finishing polish, which you'll see in the next clip, this product, with their black mop head. Again, it's only a small pea size you need, and this is just going to get rid of any possible halo effects. Not something that I tend to get with the G360 anyway, but it's just an added part that they recommend, an added step, so we use it. So this is how I do most of my de-nibbing. But in the next video, you'll actually see earlier this year I used a Merkur EOS de-nibber, and it was a really smart tool, and it's just another option for you guys out there. So if you've got any questions, please DM them over to me, and I hope you found this video useful. Thank you.